This is a 90-gallon Geophagus community tank. Right now this tank has three different Geophagus species. One of them is the vibrant and colorful redhead Tapajos, which is a relatively smaller one. It grows up to 6 inches, 6 to 7 inches max. And then we also have Geophagus Surinamensis. The big ones that you see there are Surinamensis. We also have Geophagus niambi. It is a little difficult to distinguish between Surinamensis and then niambi. So these are relatively little larger species in Geophagus. They will grow up to 12 inches. So in this community you can see they are peacefully living along with clown loaches, couple of angel fishes, and then it also has a file which is supposed to be a grow out in this tank and then move to a bigger tank. So Geophagus cichlids are generally peaceful cichlids, semi-aggressive ones. Unless until they are breeding, they are generally very peaceful, and they can get along with many other Central and South American cichlids which are peaceful or semi-aggressive ones. Some cichlids such as severums, acaras, these cichlids will get along with them really well. So in this video I'll try to explain what I have gone through while setting up this particular tank, and things that are to be taken care if you want to enjoy keeping Geophagus. So first and foremost thing for Geophagus is the substrate, right? So the substrate has to be soft and a small granular substrate, so like sand. So because the name itself suggests that these are earth eaters. Geophagus means earth eaters. They try to find food particles in the substrate. So if the substrate is not soft, like say the sharper pebbles or sharper substrates, they get stuck in the gills, and then it could be fatal for these fishes. All Geophagus species does the similar activities with the sand or soil, right? So substrate, it has to be soft substrate, preferably soft sand. And then water parameters, these guys are found, their origin is in South America. So countries like Argentina, Uruguay, etc. So these guys love a little or slightly acidic waters, pH ranging from 6 to 7.5 or 8ish. So it would be better if it is lower, lower than 7. Around 6 is favorable pH levels for these Geophagus fishes. And then the temperature should be between 26 to 30 degrees centigrades. So these guys love warmer water. So especially if they are breeding, it is always better to keep the temperature around 30 degrees centigrades. But otherwise 26-27 is ideal for these guys. And next is filtration. Filtration is a different subject altogether, which I would like to make a video to explain the kind of filters that are available, and what is the kind of filter that is suitable for these kind of aquariums. So right now this particular tank is equipped with a top filter, a canister filter, and a sponge filter. So I wanted to make sure that the water is crystal clear and is favorable for these amazing fishes to enjoy their aquarium, right? So that's where I have lot of filtration that is happening here. So coming back to the requirements, filtration, there has to be a mechanical filtration, there has to be a biological filtration, and then there has to be a chemical filtration. So we should make sure that all these three are available in the filtration system that we are choosing. And so we need to make sure that all ammonia, nitrate and nitrates are in the allowable range. And then, so my suggestion would be, it is always better to prevent any sort of diseases in fishes rather than curing them. Curing is always a painful part. Not sure, it would be really difficult for us to treat them, and it is not a predictable one, like whether they are curable or not curable, right? So it is always better to keep them or prevent them to get affected by diseases. Most of the reasons for the diseases is generally when we feed them. So we need to make sure that we are feeding them only so much which they can eat under 3 to 4 minutes. Anything that takes beyond that is not considered to be a good thing for the aquarium. All leftovers, all unfiltered substance in the aquarium will decay and then decompose, and then they will release ammonias, nitrates. That's a nitrate cycle. That's a different subject altogether. You can find a lot of videos or content around that. So we need to make sure that that is avoided, and if the tank is the water is not changed, and if it is not taken care, there are chances that a lot of fungi or bacteria, not beneficial one, but there is also harmful bacteria that grows in the aquarium, which would be harmful for the fishes. So it is always better to maintain cleaner waters in the aquarium. And then water changes, it is must to change at least 30% of the water weekly. I change 60 to 70% of the water every week, and then I make sure that I add conditioner to the water before I add them to the aquarium, so that there are no chlorines and chloramines in the water. Yeah, so these are pretty much, and these are very colorful and very vibrant fishes, and then they are very interactive with their keepers. So very fun to keep these fishes. I cherish all my tanks where I have 3 different aquarium tanks where I'm keeping different species of these Geophaguses. And these the larger species, Surinamensis, I'm planning to move them to 350-gallon aquarium once they grow, like say once they are about 10 inches or so. And then coming to the tank size, to start with, it should be no less than 50-60 gallon aquarium. Bigger is always better for fishes. And then filtration and then water circulation, right? There is a general thumb rule: whatever filter that you are going to apply, it's going to cycle your water for at least 5 times per hour. Like say for example, if you're taking 60-gallon aquarium, the filter should have a capacity of 350 gallons per hour circulation capacity, right? Write down in the comments if you want to know anything more about these fabulous fishes. Thank you for watching video.